India's electric vehicle revolution just got a major boost. Deep tech startup Vecmocon Technologies has raised $18 million in a Series A funding. The round was led by the Ecosystem Integrity Fund with participation from Aavishkaar Capital and British International Investment. Founded by IIT and ISB alumni, this New Delhi-based company is building the brains behind the next generation of EVs, battery management systems, intelligent chargers, and vehicle intelligence modules. With this fresh capital, Vecmocon is set to ramp up R&D, expand its team, and push Indian innovation onto the global stage. Joining me now to discuss this further are Peeyush Asati, the CEO of Vecmocon, and Shashvat Rai, the partner at Aavishkaar Capital. Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. Let me start with you, Peeyush. Congratulations on closing your $18 million Series A round. What key milestones will this funding help Vecmocon achieve in the next 12 to 18 months? What's, on top of the agenda?
Thank you, Arundhati. First of all, we are really pleased that really marquee investors have supported us. And now within this fundraise, we plan to build for functional safety high voltage platforms in the electric vehicle segment. And then we want to further accelerate our R&D efforts in the high voltage energy storage and high voltage clean energy and electric vehicle segment. So this is what we want to achieve. And further, we also want to take our products to international markets. We believe EV is a global opportunity, and the products that we are developing is not just for India, but for the global audience.
Absolutely. And, before we get into, what it is you're building and all the new products on the anvil, could you sort of tell us for the fiscal year ending March 2024, you saw 4 times year-on-year, surge in operating revenues, but you also saw a loss of 6 crore rupees, right? Yeah. If you could take us through where you hope to end this year and your path to profitability and what will sort of lead the next leg of growth for you?
Yeah, so last year we have grown significantly, and with this fundraise, we feel that we are going to show a similar sort of growth trajectory this year as well. The growth is also, electric vehicle is a sunrise industry, and there are new OEMs, new product, new categories are being involved, and at the same time, the industry itself is growing at a pretty fast pace. So there are strong tailwinds there, and not just that, we are also exploring new categories. As I said, we are going to work on high voltage platforms, and these are the platforms where safety critical systems are going to be required, and we are in a pole position to sort of develop for these categories. So we are very hopeful of continuing our growth trajectory this year as well.
So hopeful of continuing the growth trajectory this year as well. But, Shashwat, let me bring you into this conversation. Aavishkaar Capital is already an existing investor in the firm. So take us through why you're betting big on Vecmocon. You're doubling down on your bet. What kind of role will you play also just beyond providing capital?
Sure. Thanks, Arundhati, first of all, for the invite. And very excited to bet on Vecmocon. So Aavishkaar, as you understand, is one of the earliest impact investors in the country, and climate is a very, very important theme that Aavishkaar is heavily focused on. So one of the unique virtues that Vecmocon founders carries, and we have known this team for the last 3-4 years, is that as you can see that they were started in 2016, and they've been seeing the challenges around EV industry, which was a very, very nascent industry back in 2016. So all the product development that Peeyush and team have developed have been done in very close quarters with the industry, working with some of the marquee OEMs. And hence, it's a deep tech startup which has been very, very closely connected to the whole ecosystem, which makes the product lifecycle very, very mature. And as you are able to crack more and more products with some of the marquee OEMs in the industry, there's a flywheel which actually gets created. So this is a sector which requires a huge amount of perseverance, tenacity of building the right kind of products, building the right kind of relationships for solving the core problems that a new industry or nascent industry like electric vehicle faces. And that is what builds a very strong moat as well as the high scale potential. As you heard from Peeyush, the kind of scale up plans this company has demonstrated, as well as what the future plans are looking like. This can actually become one of the classical make in India stories for the world. And we are very excited to be a partner of that.
Absolutely. And, Peeyush, you have plans to power over 1 lakh vehicles, right? What kind of partnerships or collaborations are key to scaling up your technology deployment? And, tell us a little bit about the new products on the anvil that will drive this demand.
I mean, first of all, we work essentially closely with the OEMs in terms of their requirements. When OEMs launch their new vehicles, there are requirements in different areas of compute systems and power electronic systems. And when we are engaging with these OEMs, most of these OEMs have plans themselves to launch new vehicles where we are embedded into their vehicle. More on top of it, we are also working on systems which are more future proof, in a sense that newer technologies are evolving, and as tech is evolving, the platform that we have built is also evolving and is becoming more and more mature. And as electric vehicle demands further soars, we believe more OEMs are also going to come up with more exciting products, and we will be a key partner in their journey.
Absolutely. And, Shashvat, if I could bring you back into the conversation, if you could sort of take us through, the sectors that are looking exciting for Aavishkaar. What's the investment roadmap for the rest of this year? What are you betting big on?
So, Arundhati, we continue to remain focused on three big themes. One is livelihoods, where a lot of these emerging models around consumer and agriculture comes in play. And that is an area where we have done a significant amount of work across multiple funds run by Aavishkaar. Financial inclusion is the second big theme, where Aavishkaar has done significant number of bets. We have financed multiple MFIs which have become SFBs in the country, and we continue to see more and more verticalized players. So from this fund, we have already invested in a couple of thematic financial institutions, one focused on affordable housing called Altum Credo, as well as one MSME financier focused on equipment financing called Electronica Finance. And the third big theme which is emerging, where Vecmocon falls in very nicely, is the climate theme, where we are backing these innovative startups which are building from India for the world. And there, besides Vecmocon, we have already taken a bet in the green hydrogen sector in a company called Nutrace. And we will continue to look at climate in a big way in the upcoming years also. So thematically, these are the three broad themes where portfolio construction will continue to happen for Aavishkaar.
Sure, absolutely. Peeyush and Shashvat, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. And we wish you all the best on this journey going forward.
Thank you so much, Arundhati.